we actually use this machine here for technique, and this is sort of for our endurance training. This is when I'm training my daughter, who's an open water swimmer. We used to only have this machine, and usually when you see the old Vasa, you don't see the pulley system on it. Like most people that I saw kind of would take this off and throw it in a closet, and then you'd never find it, and they would just use the webbing. But I actually we liked using this. She learned a lot about technique on this. We do two types of swimming with it. We call it underwater recovery and overwater recovery. And so on the underwater recovery, I don't know if you could maybe jump up there. Yeah, just lie in front. And then if you swim freestyle and just sort of recover without doing the high elbow recovery, just kind of like
just keep an open hand.
Yeah. I'm trying not to bounce. See if you can sort of swim in one position there. Get hand all the way back. So there's actually a lot of movements that you got to coordinate here, and you can see that he's sort of bouncing when we worked on this technique. There we go. And the other thing that we tried to build onto that would be sort of body line, like trying to focus on body line, because in open water swimming, one of the things that we believe is that your body position breaks down at the end of 2 hours. And the more you can sort of develop that body position, the more speed you'll have at the end of the race. And we actually got that concept from Fran and some of the stuff that Fran was doing. Okay, now try to do freestyle with the overwater recovery, like with a high elbow. And this is really tiring, but you can see that the shoulder blades are kind of working together nicely. And what we'll do is we'll do alternate sets between when you go like 45 seconds on with a overwater recovery, 15 seconds rest, and then 45 seconds on with just sort of that underwater recovery. Okay, you can rest there.
Right, and Jack, what do you tell them about form while they're doing this exercise?
It's really, I mean, the one person that does it quite well is my daughter. We'll have a mirror down there. We'll be working on elbow position, body line, and then also really trying to complete the stroke. Because you can see when he sort of started off, his stroke was a little bit unnatural. And what you try to do is develop the strength where you can sort of have a nice long stroke, and you're not moving on that. The bench isn't moving up and down, but you can. At first, it's a little bit jerky. You kind of have to go very slow, but then you can actually get it into a normal cycle and sort of replicate your normal stroke cycle. So you try to do that with your underwater recovery, and then the overwater recovery. And it's also a little bit like Dick was saying, that you're building up the strength in your recovery as well, because it's a very hard position to hold.